The story of how the United States struggled to find Saddam Hussein for 8 long months after the invasion of Iraq in 2003 is a mix of intelligence gaps, local loyalty, and the sheer complexity of war. When the U.S.-led forces launched the invasion during the Iraq War, many believed Saddam would be captured quickly. After all, Baghdad fell fast. His statues were torn down, and his regime collapsed almost overnight. But Saddam himself? He vanished. Here's the crucial fact. Saddam didn't run far. He hid smart. Instead of fleeing the country, Saddam stayed within Iraq, moving through familiar territory near his hometown of Tikrit. He relied heavily on tribal networks, people who were deeply loyal to him, not just politically, but culturally and personally. In regions like this, loyalty isn't just about power, it's about identity. That made it extremely difficult for American forces to gather reliable intelligence. Locals either refused to talk or deliberately misled coalition troops. Another major challenge was the lack of accurate, real-time intelligence. The U.S. military had overwhelming firepower, but finding one man hiding in a country full of sympathetic allies required human intelligence, informants, whispers, small clues, and those were scarce. Saddam frequently changed locations, rarely stayed in one place for long, and communicated through trusted couriers rather than phones or radios, making him nearly invisible to modern surveillance. At one point, U.S. forces even released a deck of most wanted playing cards featuring top Iraqi officials, with Saddam as the ace of spades. It became symbolic, but it also highlighted how elusive he was. What finally changed everything wasn't technology, it was betrayal. After months of dead ends, U.S. intelligence managed to turn someone within Saddam's inner circle. That single informant provided the critical tip that led soldiers to a farmhouse near Tikrit. There on December 13, 2003, Saddam was found hiding in a small underground bunker, often called a spider hole. Operation Red Dawn brought his time on the run to an end. So despite all the military might, it ultimately came down to one human decision, a person choosing to talk. And that's the deeper truth of the story. Wars aren't just fought with weapons, but with trust, loyalty, and information. Now here's something to think about. If even the most powerful military in the world struggled to find one man for 8 months, how much of modern warfare really depends on technology, and how much still depends on